Abraham intercesses for Lot. Genesis 18. The Lord appeared to Abraham near the oaks of Mamre, as he was sitting at the entrance of his tent, in the hottest part of the day. Abraham looked up and saw 3 men standing a short distance away. When he saw them, he left the entrance of his tent, ran to meet them, and bowed to the ground. He said, "My Lord, if I deserve your favor, do not pass by your servant without stopping. I will send for some water so that they can wash their feet and rest under this tree. I will also bring them something to eat, so that they may regain strength and go on their way, now that they have reached this servant of yours." "All right, do as he is saying," they replied. Abraham hurried to the tent and said to Sarah, "Hurry, take 3 measures of the best flour, knead it and make some loaves of bread." Then he ran to the herd and chose the best bullock and gave it to a servant, who hurried to prepare it. He then brought curds, milk, and the bullock that had been prepared, and served them. While they ate, he stood near them under the tree. "Where is Sarah, your wife?" they asked. "Over there in the tent," he replied. Then the Lord said, "I will come back to you in the spring, and Sarah your wife will have a son." Sarah listened at the entrance to the tent, behind him. Abraham and Sarah were already old, well advanced in age, and Sarah was past the age of having children. Hence she laughed to herself, when she thought, "After I am old and my Lord is old, shall I still have this pleasure?" But the Lord said to Abraham, "Why did Sarah laugh and say, 'Can I really give birth now that I am old?' Is anything impossible for the Lord? In the spring I will return to you, and Sarah will bear a son." Sarah was afraid, and that's why she lied, "I didn't laugh." But he said, "Don't deny it, you laughed." When the men got up to leave, they saw Sodom below, and Abraham accompanied them to take leave. Then the Lord said, "Shall I hide from Abraham what I am about to do? Abraham will be the father of a great and mighty nation, and through him all the nations of the earth will be blessed. For I have chosen him, that he may command his children and his descendants to keep to the way of the Lord, doing what is just and right, so that the Lord may bring to Abraham what he had promised him." So the Lord said to him, "The accusations against Sodom and Gomorrah are so many, and their sin is so grievous, that I will go down to see if what they have done corresponds to what I have heard. If not, I'll know." The men departed from there and went to Sodom, but Abraham remained before the Lord. Abraham came to him and said, "Will you destroy the righteous with the wicked? What if there are 50 righteous in the city? Will you still destroy it and not spare the place for the sake of the 50 righteous who are in it? Far be it from you to do such a thing, to kill the righteous with the wicked, treating the righteous and the wicked alike. Far away from you. Will not the judge of all the earth act justly?" The Lord replied, "If I find 50 righteous in Sodom, I will spare the whole city for their sake." But Abraham spoke again, "I know that I was bold enough to speak to the Lord, I who am but dust and ashes. Still I ask, what if 5 are missing to complete the 50 righteous? Will you destroy the city for the 5? He said, "If I find 45 there, I will not destroy it." "What if you find only 40, insisted Abraham. He replied, "For the sake of 40 I will not destroy it." Then he continued, "Do not be angry, Lord, but allow me to speak. What if only 30 are found there?" He replied, "If I find 30, I will not destroy it." Abraham continued, "Now that I have been so bold in speaking to the Lord, I ask, what if only 20 are found there?" He replied, "For the sake of the 20 I will not destroy it." Then Abraham said further, "Do not be angry, Lord, but allow me to speak just one more time. What if only 10 are found?" He replied, "For the sake of the 10 I will not destroy it." Having finished speaking with Abraham, the Lord departed, and Abraham returned home.